Break over, please.
Hello, moms and dads and all learners. The Ministry of Education, GES and GBC brings your way Ghana Learning Radio featuring all the different subjects from Basic 1 to Basic 9. Subjects include mathematics, science, English language, social studies, and our world, our people. Tune in at 3:30 every weekday afternoon on all GBC radio networks across the country. Ghana Learning Radio with all other subjects is meant to support all learners at the basic level. Make a date at 3:30 p.m. every weekday. See you.
Pause the playing. It's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio. If you just learn to read and read to learn on Ghana Learning Radio, I know you'll be great one day.
Hello, caregiver. Hello, my dear learners. How are you all doing today? Welcome to the Ghana Learning Radio English lesson. This is Term 1, Basic 7, Lesson 2. We are going to learn English today. Are you excited? This is Madam Sally, your radio teacher. In our lesson today, we shall find more examples of words which have the voiceless sound and use them to form sentences. Yes, we shall also identify words with the voiceless sound in a given passage. Get your pens and notebooks ready and let's get started.
Pause the playing. It's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
My dear learners, in our previous lesson, we learned about the voiceless sound. Which letters are put together to produce the voiceless sound? Tell your caregiver your answer. Did you say letter T and letter H? Very good. Yes, we said that the letter T and letter H come together to produce the sound. Now, my dear learners, write 5 examples of words which contain the sound. Kindly share your answers to your caregiver. I have thoughtful. I also have athlete. The next word I have is Thursday. Thursday. I also have thunder. Thunder. And lastly, python. Python. Excellent. Now, my dear learners, I'm going to pronounce and spell the following words quickly. Repeat after me and write the words in your books. Are we ready? Then let's go. Something. Thunder. Thought. Athletics. Method. And lastly, footpath. Let me take those words again. Something. Thunder. Thought. Athletics. Method. And lastly, footpath. Great! Now pronounce the words to your caregiver. Well done, my dear learners. Great! We've come to the end of our review. Let's move to the next activity.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Thank you, caregiver. Thank you, my dear learners. My dear learners, we have looked at the position of th in words. I hope you remember what we discussed. Good. We said that the sound th can be found in words at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of it. Good. Now let's look at more examples. Word initial. Some examples are think. Think. In the middle of the word, we have python. Python. Then at the final part of the word, we have bath. Bath. Let's do this activity. In this activity, I will say some words. Tell me if the sound th is at the word initial, word middle, or at the final part of the word. Are you ready? The first word is thank. Thank. Did you say word initial? That is correct. The word thank begins with the sound th. Listen to another word. Footpath. Footpath. Did you say the word final? That is also correct. The word footpath ends with the sound th. The next word is python. Python. Did you say the word medial? That is very good. The word python has the sound th in the word medial. Now the last word to consider in this activity is author. Author. Did you say word medial? Very good. The word author has the sound th in the word medial. Great! We shall end this activity here and continue another time. Now, my dear learners, write 3 examples of words in which the sound th is found at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of it. My caregivers, kindly support your learners. Your examples should not be the same words we have discussed earlier. Very good. I can see that many of you have tried to write some words down. My dear learners, discuss your examples with your caregiver. Welcome back, my dear learners and caregiver. We are going to form sentences using some of the words we have already learned. Are you ready? Let's go. My dear learners, I will say the words and use them to form sentences. Now, I want you to write the words down and use them to form your own sentences. Are you ready?
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
The first word is thoughtful. Thoughtful. Say a sentence using the word thoughtful. Read your sentences to your caregiver. Great. My sentence is, Mansa is very thoughtful of me. Learners, tell your caregiver your sentence. Now listen to the next word. Athlete. Athlete. Wow! Kofi is a good athlete. I hope you were able to write a sentence with the word. That is very good. Let's try another word. The word is Thursday. Thursday. Good. Let us listen to my sentence. I'll go to the market on Thursday. My dear learners, share your sentence with your caregiver. Discuss your sentences with your caregivers. Fantastic! I hope you have written beautiful and correct sentences using the given words. Well done, my dear learners. My dear learners and caregiver, we've come to the end of this session.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Caregiver and dear learners, welcome to this session. Now, let's compare the sounds to that of t in the following sentences. We are going to compare the sounds to that of t in the following sentences. Are you ready? Then let's go. Listen carefully. Thank you for cleaning the tank. Learners, say after me. Thank you for cleaning the tank. I will take your name in the fake exercise book. Repeat after me. I will take your name in the thick exercise book. The next sentence. Papa Kojo swore an oath after eating the oat. Learners, say it after me. Papa Kojo swore an oath after eating the oat. Good. The next sentence. Both boys and girls are in the boat. Learners, say it after me. Both boys and girls are in the boat. Very good. Which words have the th sound? Say those words to your caregiver. Did you mention thank, thick, oath, and booth? That is correct. You are all doing very well. Thumbs up to you all. My dear learners, let's say the words again. Thank, thick, oath, and then booth. Good job. This means that we need to pronounce these words carefully to bring out clear meanings in speeches. For example, I say I am thinking and not I am thinking. I repeat. We say I am thinking and not I am thinking. Good. Great job, my dear learners. You are doing very well.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
My caregiver and learners, we will listen to a short passage and identify the words with the th sound.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Are you ready, my dear learners? Let's go. Now listen carefully to this short passage. I'll read the passage slowly. Write down all the words which have the th sound. The man seated himself beneath a tree and drank thirstily. He had in his hands 3 sacks tied together to a ragged cloth. He sat for a while, thinking about his youthful age and things that he used to do on his birthday. Let me take the passage again. Listen carefully. A man seated himself beneath a tree and drank thirstily. He had in his hands 3 sacks tied together to a ragged cloth. He sat for a while, thinking about his youthful age and things that he used to do on his birthday. Good. Now, my dear learners, how many words with th sound have you heard from the first reading? All All right. I will read the rest of the passage. Write in your books all the words that contain the voiceless sound you will hear in the passage. I'm asking you to write down all the words that contain the voiceless sound you will hear in the passage. Sad thought filled his mind, so he could not think of anything around him at that time. When he came back to himself, he was surprised to see a panther staring at him. Let me take that portion again. Sad thoughts filled his mind, so he could not think of anything around him at that time. When he came back to himself, he was surprised to see a panther staring at him. My dear learners, I believe you have been able to write these words down. Now, pronounce them to your caregiver. My dear learners, I can hear someone mention the words beneath, thirstily, anything, youthful. Good. Other words are cloth, 3, think, thoughts. That's wonderful. My dear learners, pronounce these words again to your caregiver. Caregiver, kindly support your learners to pronounce those words correctly.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Well done, my dear learners. Thank you, Kate. My dear learners, we'll learn more about words that have the letter sounds. Are you ready? That's great. My dear learners, what letters come together to produce the sound? Yes, we learned the letters T and H come together to produce a different sound. We also learned the sound can be found at word initial, mid-word, or word final. My dear learners, what words begin with? Give yourselves 3 examples each of words that have the sound at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. I have 3, thank, and then thin. All begin with I hope you mentioned some of these words. And what words have the sound in the middle? Yes, I have before me nothing, bathroom, and then something. That's brilliant. Now, my dear learners, what words end with we have booth, tooth, and path. All these words end with the sound. Great job. You are all doing very well. We have also made a distinction in the pronunciation of words that look similar. For example, we have booth and boot. Let me repeat that again. We have booth and then boot. I have thick and then thick. Thick and thick. The next word I have here is thank and then tank. I repeat, thank and tank. The next word I have is oath and oath. Oath and oath. The last word I have here is both and boot. I'll take it again. Both and boot. All too soon, we have come to the end of today's lesson. But before I leave you, I want you to open to page 2 of your worksheet. The topic there is the voiceless sound. Activity 1 says you are to identify and circle 5 words with a voiceless sound from the word puzzle below. We have given you an example there. We have circled Thursday. Thursday. Good. When you open to page 3, activity 2, you are being asked to form a sentence with each of these words. And the words are thoughtful. Number 1 is thoughtful. Number 2 word is athlete. Athlete. And the third word is Thursday. Thursday. Good. Activity 3 on page 3. We are to read the sentences and write down the words with the voiceless sound in it. So the first sentence is that 1. Thank you for cleaning the tank. I repeat. Thank you for cleaning the tank. Sentence 2. I will take your name in the thick exercise book. I will take your name in the thick exercise book. Sentence 3. Papa Kojo swore an oath after eating the oat. Papa Kojo swore an oath after eating the oat. Sentence 4. Both boys and girls are in the boat. Again, both boys and girls are in the boat. Good. Activity 4. You are being asked to read the passage and write down all the words with the voiceless sound. You are to read the passage carefully and write down all the words with the voiceless sound. So the man seated himself beneath a tree and drank thirstily. He had in his hand 3 sacks tied together to a ragged cloth. He sat for a while, thinking about his youthful age and things that he used to do on his birthday. Sad thoughts filled his mind, so he could not think of anything around him at that time. When he came back to himself, he was surprised to see a panther staring at him. Good. And the final activity, that is activity 5, you are to group the words you have found in activity 4 according to the position of the voiceless sound. We have number 1, beginning/initial. Number 2, middle/medial. Then 3, ending or final. So you are to group the words found in activity 4 according to the position of the voiceless sound. So until I come your way again, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.